Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us today for the 50th edition of New Director, New Film, our annual collaboration with Film at Lincoln Center and MoMA. My name is Florence Almusini. I'm a senior programmer and this year's co-chair for New Director, New Film, along with my colleague La Francesui at MoMA. I just have a quick note before we start the program. So I just want to mention that New Director, New Films is supported by Film at Lincoln Center New Waves membership program, and Film at MoMA is made possible by Chanel with additional support provided by the annual Film Fund. And today I'm very pleased to introduce the director of the film you've just watched, Bebia, seul, désir, the writer-director, Juja Dobrachkous. Hello.
Hello.
So we're going to talk about your film, which I found absolutely stunning, and I have some questions prepared for you. And I hope you'll have some very good answers for me.
I will try my best.
I know you will. So welcome to New Director, New Film. Your film, Bebia, seul, désir, is a very beautiful and very impressive first feature, which is full of memories and secrets and tales and mythology, delicately interwoven together. And the film seems to me very personal. So I'm not sure how much is autobiographical or not, but maybe you could start a little bit about talking about the origin of the film, the script to the shoot.
All right. Yes, it's kind of the idea it starts from my childhood. It's because it's my first, it's my debut, it's my first featured film, and I didn't study any film school, any directing courses, nothing. But I educated like an artist, and I was a writer. I published a couple of books with the short stories, and then I decided, wow, this is probably a perfect combination. When you know how to draw, you can see that you can do composition, framing, and you know the story. You can create the story. Why can't I combine it all together and try the new media? It's how it's all started, and the idea for the story came from my own childhood, my not simple relationship with my grandmother, because probably not everyone know that baby in Georgian is granny. The name of the film is Granny, grandmother, and this is where all story starts. Because you can see I'm red-headed child, and I didn't fit in through all of my childhood, and I had similar story with my grandmother. She didn't believe that I'm biological child of her daughter, and this nonsense was kind of for such a long time in our family. And this is where my pain and where the story starts. And I decided to shoot it in Georgia. It's ex-Soviet republic, but now it's independent, beautiful, one of my favorite country. And I don't speak any Georgian. I don't have any relationship even with Georgia. I just saw it for the first time maybe 6 years ago. I fell in love with the country. And what amazing in Georgia have this kind of beauty of the old beautiful lady, which is still beautiful but kind of mm, not trimmed well. And I thought, oh my God, it's amazing setup for the story which happened in the past. It's amazing decoration for the past, because such a texture, such a shadow and light, because Georgia is very, very sunny country. There are a lot of lights, a lot of shades. All the facture is very visible, and it's so rich in uh, light and darkness. I thought, oh my God, this will be amazing. It will be amazing for black and white films. You don't need even the color, because part of my story is the past of the main character. And I think mostly your past is a little bit like black and white. You don't recall exactly probably the colors. It's kind of like old movie for you. And I thought, oh my God, it will be the best. I will do it black and white. I will do it in Georgia. And because it's more comfortable for the people, I will do it in Georgian language. I don't speak any Georgian. And mostly is unprofessional actors involved, because it is for me important. I use people who are playing themselves. They're not playing, they're being themselves. I don't know even how to work with the actors, you know, because they pretend to be someone. And for me, it's important to have its kind of documentary style without any pretending, without any theatrical whatever poses or some funny stuff. And I found Georgia the perfect place for it, because amazing faces, amazing beautiful people, kind of alien kids for me. The faces of the kids in Georgia, it's like, oh my God, everyone is so beautiful, so handsome. And it's how Georgia came to me, and how my own story started. My autobiographical pain started the story somehow like that.
So did you write a script in English, or what?
No,
You speak Russian?
Yes, it was in Russian. I write
okay.
always in Russian, and usually, and what I did, I had a Russian script. I wrote a script first, and then I was like, for example, I am now for my next movie, because I'm an artist. I draw my own storyboards. It's like
okay.
book of the illustration of everything what will happen in the story.
Okay.
And just to I kind of see my film in my mind, and I draw it, and I draw the books like this for the films, and then I know what I will do on the set.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's interesting. I was first of all, I didn't know you didn't speak Georgian, so it was interesting that you made the mix from the leap from one language to another to get people who play in the Georgian language too. So how did you find? Awesome.
You know, it's such an interesting experiment, because I thought, oh my God, it's kind of impossible, because probably I will not recognize when people are truthful or when it's natural or not. And you don't need it. You have some kind of now I understand the language is not the only communication between us, probably the vibe or energy or some kind of face expressions, but I absolutely was fine. It was uncomfortable couple of days, but then it was absolutely natural, because you hear the melody of the language, and mostly what you see, it's what's going on in front of you, and it was easy to kind of to understand everything is how I need it. Yes. It's very interesting. I think any director can film in any languages. Language is not the barrier. Language is not the problem at all.
Okay. So how did you find the lead actress, which I believe also it's the first film?
Yes. She is. You mean 17 years old?
Yes,
Ariadna,
because I had
yes. Because first, first
they look alike. They look alike.
Yes,
very much.
yes. Because first I did the past. I shoot the past, and I had very kind of serious searching for the young character, for 7 years old Ariadna, and I filmed probably I filmed 52 girls to choose which one will be my Ariadna. And when finally I found it, I shoot all the past in Georgia. And after I did the past, I knew it was the springtime, and I knew that the continuation will be in autumn. A friend of mine invited me to see the Tbilisi Fashion Week. And I told her, my dear, I can't go to any fashion week. I didn't sleep mostly while we filmed it. My hair is not even brushed. I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired. I don't care about any kind of fashion or something. But she told me, you need, please go. And we went to the amazing fashion show in Tbilisi. It was in the Opera Theater. And suddenly I see my Ariadna among the models, and I was like, wow, this is the girl, just 10 years old. It's exactly what I need. It's my girl, and she is there. And I spoke to her with the model after the show, and everything was done. She was absolutely natural. And I was very lucky because she is very natural, organic, and I can call her actress. She is very good in the situation. She is workaholic. She's amazing, amazing girl. And Anastasia is one of my best gem in the film. Yes, yes. I was. It's just a luck. It's just poor luck.
Well, it seems like luck like this, but I'm sure it was a lot of work. Even if you got lucky with, I mean, just also the resemblance between the characters and the visual charm that comes from them also, that is translated very, very well in photography. And it's not always the case with even beautiful people that you could see in on a fashion show. Sometimes they don't have the cinematographic quality, but you only know this afterwards. So yeah, it worked out really well.
And also because I have my own method to work with the actors, let's say with my characters. No one had a script. No one knew what will be tomorrow. What kind of, because I believe with non-professional actors, it's very difficult if they will know what will happen, for example, tomorrow. They probably will start to imagine, or they will start to be try to be an actor. They will try to pretend, and this is completely unacceptable. And it was completely different method. It's just you take the people, you put them in the situation what's happening right now, right there with you. It's not your character, it's you. It's what happened to you, and then you just shoot it like that without the kind of they knew lines. I asked them, like, you need to, for example, in this scene, for example, the grandmother, she is a music teacher in real life. And I told her the situation that she doesn't believe that the grandchild is belong to the family. She seriously concerned that there is some kind of mistake. And you need to ask these people to think, because these two young couple, they're not probably so serious still. You need to tell them that they need to know the truth. But the most important things, you need to cook dinner now. You need to focus on potato. You need to focus on, and when non-professional actor focus on action, it's much easier to them to not to be kind of organic in their speech, because they seriously, she was busy of cleaning or whatever, doing the, how you call this, when you do potato
peeling,
peeling the potato. She was busy with that, and it was no time and energy for her to pretend. She was, you need to know just few tricks how to take the attention from the playing to the real action, and then it works.
Did you shoot chronologically? Well, you said you find the young actress first.
Yes,
So
and I did all the past because I wanted to separate a little bit the time of the year a little bit. It was spring when I did all the past, and all the present I did in autumn. And we tried. I like when you shoot it in kind of in the direction of the story, but sometimes because of the money locations or tools, you of course you need to mix some scenes.
I was curious about the title of the film, Bebia, Mon seul désir. Well, Bebia, I knew was a grandmother, but at Mon seul désir, I was, it seems to be a reference to the tapestry that is in the Musée de Cluny, La Dame et la Licorne, and which I saw in for real, when we could travel. And that's the last part, which is the one that people seems not to place as much as the other in terms of the meaning of the tapestry and the love or the reference to like self-will. So can you talk a little bit about as was maybe an inspiration for you and why you picked this as a very poetic title?
Yes. Because I received a lot of critique about this kind of such a long title, such a potential things, but I don't care. I like it, and it's the most important, I think. And yes, the sixth tapestry, very kind of mysterious one and very secret one, because no one exactly know the meaning of this things. And I think the whole idea of my film is like we all wandering in the labyrinth or maze of life, and sometimes we even don't know where we're going or what we are doing. And I love this mystery above the all, because we even don't know why we are doing many things. But tapestry number 6, it was probably one of the interpretation that this tapestry is about love. It's the only feelings which is kind of not physical at all. And I think my film most of all, it's about love. It's about love, forgiveness, and kind of understanding and mystery. And I suddenly understood that this tapestry is exactly had the same, let's say, idea what I had when I made my film. It's I don't know, I just find that I don't know, maybe this artist who did this tapestry had the same kind of feelings like I had, and I suddenly understood this is somehow this tapestry belongs to this film, and I don't know how, but I need to keep it here because it's there are so many meanings inside of this tapestry. The more you start to read about that and you go to another kind of interpretation, to another one, to somebody said it's completely different things, and I thought, oh my god, it's exactly how I want film to be named. And this is why it's all happened. But I strongly believe it's about sixth sense, which is unknown sense, and it's mostly love, but not physical love, but love of your kind of spirit, soul love.
Yeah, it's a beautiful title. I find it very poetic and very representative of the feelings and the emotions that we see in the film. So the film has a lot of mystery, a lot of secrets, a lot of miscommunication, and people are not able to talk with each other openly. And it's the way the information is displayed in the film, I find it very interesting. It's very often coming at a very surprising moment when you don't expect it, either for Ariadna or either as a viewer. If you don't pay attention for a moment, you're like, so you always need to really pay attention to when people are speaking, even if it seems like off camera, they're not, they're like, it's coming to them, like the way the information about the burial and what she's going to have to do is coming to her. It's like she's in the middle of like, your grandmother died, and so, and they're talking and talking, and so she's like, what do I have to do? What is this request? It makes no sense. This is backward. I don't. And it happens often in the film, and I really like the way you have to stay focused on when people are speaking. When Timo is like, a cousin is talking and saying like, my mother was raped, and it also, and I'm probably the son of the rapist, and it also comes at a moment where it's very surprising, because we're like walking and it just comes, and it happens very often. And I really like the way you keep the mystery and the secret, and displaying for her and for us as a viewer. So can you talk about your intention when you were like working? I guess that came from the script before it came from the shoot.
Yes, I will speak specifically about one layer of the film, which is very important, and it's Greek mythology, because everyone immediately understands that this is because her name is Ariadna, and it's not clear in film, and I like it where you are not chewing everything for your viewers. They need to think themselves, they need to do their homework. And Ariadna, the thread, the kind of labyrinth, and then I started to kind of to construct the story and Greek myth about the Ariadna, to say labyrinth, Minotaurus, Dedal, the mother. It's all kind of comes together immediately, and it works perfectly for me, because even to say who was the main hero in the myth, in my story he is like secondary. Ariadna is the one who did, because it's already thread story, it's exit from the maze. Ariadna is leading the way with the thread. And to say the story of Theseus, I think in English, Theseus he had two fathers. It's where this rape story came from, because he like officially had two biological fathers. And I said, oh my God, my character is supposed to have two fathers as well. And imagine you don't know who is your biological father, and one of them super good and one of them, let's say, criminal, and you are kind of stuck in between. You don't know, and you always listen yourself and think, who I am. I'm son of the criminal, I am son of the prosecutor. It's kind of, I thought, oh my God, it's very interesting situation for the characters. The mother of Ariadna, who is first, we can't understand why she's so aggressive, so unpleasant, so unfriendly person. But then in the very end, when we see her, she received the tests from the hospital, and we understand she has some disorder, some kind of Alzheimer, or some dementia or something. And all this aggression or all this kind of strange behavior came from this illness. And in Greek mythology, the pacifier, the mother of Ariadna, she finally went crazy. It's kind of, all the stories come together. Everyone from the Greek mythology is there in the script. You just need to find it. For example, I have even Icarus. He is the son of Dedal, and Dedal is Dato, the old man with the beard who explained Ariadna how to go with the thread, what to do. He is Dedal. He is the creator of the maze. And his crazy son is Icarus, who soon will be killed because he stupidly fly to the sun. And it's kind of, the more I wrote it, it's become so interesting. And I just, it came itself, you just need to think and it will come.
Well, Bebia is Medea. It's her
Yes,
name in the
yes, and it's
film.
her
So
name
yeah,
Medea.
yeah. So there was also yes, it's like a puzzle for the viewer, and it's great when you don't know much about the film and you come into it and you get all this information and these little stones around the way to bring you to the story and the flashback and the secrets and the information coming to you. And but it's also very visual and it's very beautiful. So sometimes it's hard to concentrate on the information because you get
And
so
you don't
taken
need
by the
to.
visual beauty of the film.
You need to meditate. I think the probably you is best. Of course, I know it's very ambitious for me to say it's better to see it twice. First,
Oh
you need
yes.
just meditate through the images, because
Mm-hmm.
I strongly believe that film is a million of beautiful paintings, or graphics in my opinion. And you need just meditate. If you didn't understand and you want to understand, you can watch it again and kind
Mm-hmm.
of pay attention to the story. But if you sometimes you don't need to understand, you just just flow with the movie.
I agree. It's like reading poetry. You could appreciate it without understanding everything. But if you want to understand it, then you can study it. But it works on both levels. Can we talk again about the cinematography of the film? So you
Mm-hmm.
explained earlier your desire to shoot in black and white,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe your collaboration with the DP. I think her name is Veronica Soloveia.
Solovyova. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, for me, the visual part of the film was very important from the beginning, because I'm artist myself, and I need to see beautiful. I need to see the beautiful result. For me, it is as important as the story it is. And and I was looking for my own kind of style cinematograph. I was looking for someone. I didn't know exactly, but I knew I need someone who has this amazing talent of documentary movements, kind of let's say, uh, follow the people without them knowing that. Kind of be always next to the person, but this person not supposed to notice that. And it's very difficult. It's very difficult. It's very specific talent, and I think it's very rarely talent very rarely find. And I watched a lot of films, a lot of small short films from the new cinematographists, from the old one, and I couldn't find it. And suddenly I saw the small short film, probably 8 minutes, and it was it. It was the movements which is like thrilled me immediately. Like, this is the movements I want. And I found the contacts for Veronica. I called her. She was busy with another project, but I was like begging, pushing, asking. And I know it's very difficult because I'm the first time director. I can't even show anything I did before or how I can prove I am something interesting. But she read the story and somehow she understands it will be something at least interesting. And we completely clicked. I was so lucky. The character of her, she's amazing young woman, and she's amazing character. We understood each other from the kind of without any mostly words. She's brilliant, and I hope we will work again together, because I think the cinematographer and director is such an important couple. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you need to share a lot, and I hope we do. And it was easy to work with her. It was no, she's amazing. She's amazing, and she appreciated the artist in me, because sometimes the cinematographers looking for it's not so often when the directors are so keen of the each frame, you know, each things. They probably mostly follow the story, but I wanted like perfection in each composition, in each step, in each movement. And it's amazing for cinematographers because it's also interesting for her. It's her goal as well. And together we did this. I think we did quite interesting thing. And but in the beginning, for the first probably I don't know how many days, a lot of people from technical group, they came to me and they told me, Juja, are you sure you know what are you doing? You know that it's not the composition like this. It's not possible in the cinema. You know, and I understood the people. There's people. There's they were afraid that I'm first-time director and I don't know what actually I'm doing. And probably in the very end, I will tell him, guys, why didn't you tell me that the eye is supposed to be in the frame? But I said, no, I need like this. And it was few days of pushing, but then I think the whole team understood what I want and they start to participate this understanding. And it was cool. It was very good.
Would have been very funny if you said at the end, no one told me.
Yeah, no one told me. I didn't know.
I've never watched a movie before. I didn't know. No, it's definitely. Yeah. I mean, I knew it was intentional, but
it wasn't by mistake, because sometimes even when we did color correction and post-production, I even did it little bit more dramatic than it was before, because I wanted to be dramatic. I want, and I think when your brain has the picture where not everything, it's kind of not for me, kind of new composition or kind of strange situation, your brain, because it's something completely new, start to work intensively to understand what kind of image is that, what this image represents. And I like it because I have the attention of the viewers. Because if the composition is banal, and for example, like everywhere else, you don't pay attention because your brain immediately tell you this is the girl sitting in this room, nothing special, it was 1,000 times before, and you are kind of not paying attention. And I wanted to take my my audience, how you call this, like this, and push them to be to actually focus on my things I want them to focus.
Yeah, you give a lot of food for thought for the viewer in terms of the visual aspect, as well as the puzzle storytelling coming to us. So we have to work and we have to appreciate at the same time. But it's I like films that are demanding more than usual to the audience, but it gets you, I think, more immersed into what you're experiencing at the same time, because you get pulled in. Can you remind me a little bit where you filmed in Georgia? And you said you went there, but it was not, you went there not related to the movie, and then you...
No. First time I went in Georgia, I don't recall, probably 7 years ago, and I fell in love with the Tbilisi, and it's capital of Georgia. I just fell in love with people. I fell in love with their faces. Everyone is beautiful. Everyone is playing some kind of instrument. Everyone is singing, and oh my God, this is amazing, lovely, lovely, lovely place. And then when I decided to shoot there, then I was connected to few production companies there.
So that's why you decided to shoot the film in Georgia, but it wasn't because you were from there. It was just completely unrelated, the project with you going to Georgia.
Yes, I was already a London-based person, and no, just I think Georgia is just amazing, beautiful decoration under the sun, and you just use it.
But you shot in the countryside. I mean, everything
it's mostly Tbilisi. It's mostly everything in the capital. Even the village was in the capital, in the museum of the how you call this, like history museum, open year museum. This whole village was reconstructed, old village of Georgia. And it was amazing. Everything was in capital. Only landscapes when the Ariadna and Tema walked through the Georgia with a thread. It was shoot in the different part of Georgia. But Georgia is amazing location for the filming because they have everything. They have seaside. They have geysers, even like in Kamchatka in Russia. They have deserts. They have mountains. They have, you just imagine it. Everything what you can imagine, it's there. And it's everywhere, like 3 hours, 4 hours driving. It's kind of still close. And it's,
are you connected with the Georgian film industry then, or like the recent directors film industry, or you were quite an outsider when you were making the film?
Yeah, I was completely outsider. I was unknown woman, Russian woman from London. And no one understand the hell what's going on, because I was very serious. I think only administration read the script. I mean, the first, second director, the line producer, this and this, but no one even knew the story, what's going on. No one understand what exactly she wants. Kind of strange, but it was very very pleasant.
And has the film been shown in Georgia at all, or will it
not
be
yet
shown?
not yet, but I definitely, it's the biggest examination for me, to show it to Georgian people, in their language. Oh my God. Yes, it's not yet. It's still secret for them. And I hope when this pandemic COVID situation will be better, I would love to go there to make a party and presentation, and because their opinion is the most important for me. And I hope they will understand the love I have for their land, and I hope there is this love in the movie.
Is the basic custom of the thread leading the soul from where the person is dead to where they lived, is that something that's based in a true myth from Georgia?
Yes, one of the, it's not, because Georgia, there are different areas of Georgia, they have different traditions, and this is from the place which calls Migrelia. And of course it's an old tradition, very rarely now anyone do it, but it still exists. And if you will decide to do it, no one will tell you, no, you're crazy. This is the tradition some people still do, rarely, but still going on. But before, it was quite the different parts of Georgia have completely different burial rituals, and some of them, for us, for people from another places, are completely crazy, kind of very unusual, but very interesting. And when someone told me this story, I was like, oh, this is this is such an amazing, it's such an amazing tradition. And I found it's kind of very beautiful and very poetic.
Your next film that you showed us the storyboard, is it also going to be set in the same in Georgia, or?
No, I hope it will be in UK.
Okay.
It's a story which I hope to shoot in England or Scotland, somewhere here. Yeah,
Scotland is a beautiful country too.
Yes,
they do have a lot of
very beautiful place,
beautiful landscape. But I will take the Georgian wine to drink, and instead of Scottish wine. I guess that's whiskey, but it's a little stronger. Scottish, you can't last so long.
Yes, with the wine you can stay a little bit longer.
Yes.
And have you been in Georgia yourself?
No, I haven't been in Georgia. I always wanted to go because it sounds like beautiful, and I love Georgian films. And every time I see a Georgian film, I'm always thinking like, oh, it sounds amazing. I want to visit. And we've had directors from Georgia that always say, you come and visit. I had Georgian wine, but that's all I had. But it's
now they have amazing orange wine.
Yes, I've heard about the orange wine.
I love it. It's such a special, amazing.
I have to wait until we can travel again.
Yes.
I should go to the premiere when you show it in Georgia, so I can have the orange wine at the same time.
Yes. I will let you know when it will be the premiere in Georgia.
It'll be an opportunity. It was really great talking to you about the film, and I'm really glad we were able to show the film in New Director New Film. Some people have been able to watch it in the cinema, which is really nice because our cinema are just reopening for New Director New Film. Some people will watch it virtually for the time being, like a lot of other people, but we see the end we see the light at the end of the tunnel in terms of reopening cinemas. And I think your movie really deserves to be seen on the big screen because it has so many visual quality and amazing cinematography and mise en scène. So I wish for everyone to see it in the big screen. And thank you so much again for spending the time talking to us. And I can't wait to see your next film as well. I think you have a very unique new voice, and it's very refreshing to see something very different and original coming to the screen. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It was very nice conversation.
Thank you so much. And we see each other next time.
In
Georgia.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.